Hello, welcome. I am Lisa McGregor and the instructor for the Refugee Voices course. I live in Arlington and have worked in international development for over 30 years, including refugee response programming, and more recently as a volunteer in our community. The course will include background information and personal stories of individuals and families who have settled in the Nova area as refugees, asylees, parolees, and special immigrant visa holders, also known as SIV holders. So are you curious about the difference between refugees, SIV, and other statuses, and the US and international system that supports them? And would you like to learn about the personal stories of the significant successes and struggles of individuals and families who are our neighbors in Arlington and the greater Nova community? If yes, great. Join us for an interesting 4-session course that will start with an overview of the US and international refugee and asylum system, including the history and current policies presented by Miro Miranovic, an expert with over 30 years of experience in the field. He will also share his personal experience as a refugee from Bosnia. Next, we'll hear from Dan Altman, a volunteer leader of the Northern Virginia Resettling Afghan Refugees Together, or NOVA Raft. He will be joined by some recent arrivals from Afghanistan. NOVA Raft is a volunteer organization that has partnered with other community groups and many, many NOVA volunteers. It's an inspiring local story of new Afghan families and a supportive organization that are all still on a journey. Next, we will hear from Vietnamese refugees and families who arrived in the 1980s and how, over time, they have forged successful lives in our community and given back to our community as well. Our last class will include personal stories of refugees and asylees from Ethiopia and Somalia, some recent and some longer-term NOVA neighbors and friends. In this same session, we'll wrap up with an open discussion about the pluses and challenges of the refugee and asylee system and how we could each engage to support a better transition for our newest neighbors. I hope you decide to join us. It's going to be a great session. Thank you.